Heidi ho, Heidi ho. So, the message for today has to do with the Book of Life, collusion and coercion to commit fraud, the Gregorian calendar as opposed to God's calendar, Hashem's calendar, the All's calendar, Allah's calendar, Ma'im Abba's calendar, which is with the year beginning in Nisan, spring, which is during Passover when the barley's in the month of Aviv. So anyway, indoctrination has to do with who we place our faith in, where we actually get our bread and our water, where our nourishment comes from. And indoctrination is, so we'll say like the different apps, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, where they'll say fans of so-and-so, like let's say Pete Hegseth. And they'll have something on there about Ilhan Omar, whether or not she should be allowed to be working for that Title 28 corporation because she's not in a natural-born American. So this will be the nature of your king. It shows who you place your faith in. So anyway, Ilhan Omar. I don't care who works for Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, J.C. Penney's, Sears, any of the old ones, any of the new ones. Ilhan Omar, a lot of people don't like her because of her spiritual convictions. You know, because she was brought up a certain way. So, but then again, a lot of people don't like their own spiritual convictions. Many of those who claim to be Christians that don't even read their own book and follow their own spiritual convictions. Because if you did, you wouldn't be using the Gregorian calendar and following necromancers. So anyway, Pete Hegseth. No, he's not my idol. As a matter of fact, I think the guy's a pompous ass. So, inside my lunch bag that I carry with me everywhere I go, I've got enough food and water to last me in the desert. And it is the most pure water and the finest bread you can eat. And it's all contained in this lunchbox. And inside this lunchbox that I carry with me everywhere I go is my bread and my water, which would be Tanakh, which includes Torah, the Old Testament, but also included in this book is the only place that my name is written in the Book of Life, along with my blood covenant. So, inside this bag that I carry with me is cards that I like to hand out to fools. And when I hand you one of these, I'm going to tell you these are your laws, not my laws. My laws are in this book, but my laws also come from a culmination of seeking knowledge, wisdom, and discernment. So anyway, my laws are not these laws, but I will hold these laws against you. So if you look at them, those are Uniform Commercial Codes, UCC codes. That's all got to do with Admiralty law and the United States codes, because they're codes, they're not laws. They don't have any jurisdiction over a living man. They only have jurisdiction over legal fiction. So anyway, I carry these cards with me, and I've got a ton of them. I print them off all the time and hand them to people. I hand them to people all the time. So anything that is written with the Gregorian calendar date is null and void. Let me repeat that. Anything that is written with the Gregorian calendar date is null and void. But I will hold you to the Gregorian calendar date if that's the date you want to follow. So the Constitution is not where your freedoms and your liberties come from. It's from God. So many years of studying Zohar and Torah and Tanakh and the Talmud and hermetic principles and alchemy and knowledge, wisdom, and discernment is greater than silver, gold, and precious gems. So, who we place our faith in does matter. So, we're going to create a name for ourselves, and this land shall be Elohim to us. We're going to turn the land into God. It's like a mosquito flies to a light and gets zapped by that light. It depends on what light you're heading towards. So Times Square, they drop that big luminary. It's idolatry. Right in your face. They even call it Times Square. It has to do with the Time Zone Act. Because you want to have bread and circuses. Your bread and your water is not coming from your own lunch bag. God bless. Much love.